There was quite a line waiting for Clifford Johnson to open his trading post, some eager to pawn jewelry, others desperate to rescue family heirlooms, teetering on the edge of redemption. The Dene are, for the most part, an even-tempered people. 1,000 years waiting around for something to happen has provided them an extra measure of patience. Still, as the sun lifted in a near cloudless sky, tempers rose. Everyone has their limit, and the Navajo are no different. It started with a muted grumbling at the back of the queue. Then several went to the barred window to peer inside and curse. Shaking their heads in disgust, they returned to their place in line, scowling and muttering dark threats. Tommy Nez, determined to pawn his ring for Saturday night beer money, made so bold as to bang on the door and yell out, "Open up, you crazy old bastard! I know you're in there! Your truck's out back!" A snaggle-toothed woman at the back of the queue cackled and called, "Hey, you, Tommy! Maybe he's hurt in there. Maybe some robbers got him like last time. Maybe you should just kick down the door." The old lady, still drunk from the night before, was ignored. Her husband, also tipsy, was the only one thinking the idea had merit, but even he drew the line at kicking down doors. As the sun warmed to its work, a customer known only as Bad Eye thought of the corner phone booth. Borrowing a quarter and straining his one good eye, he looked up the number to call the trader's wife. Almost shouting, he complained, "The store's still not open. Where the hell's Clifford?" On the other end of the line, a surprised Louise Johnson glanced first at the clock and, seeing it 9:30, immediately hung up in the caller's ear and dialed tribal police. The woman had ample reason to be alarmed. In his 23 years in the business, Clifford Johnson had only twice failed to open the store by 8 o'clock of a Saturday morning. The first time, nearly 10 years previous, he'd hit a cow on his way into work. The ill-fated bovine stepped out of the brush without warning and paid the price. Cliff's new truck was totaled, pinning the trader unconscious in the cab. The local rescue unit got there quick enough, but after seeing what appeared to be an exposed kidney, took an inordinate amount of time prying him out of the wreckage. Clifford was barely regaining his wits as they pulled up to the free clinic. The volunteers jostled the stretcher inside to find the new intern on duty. The resident physician had taken a couple of hours off. A fishing crony had called to say the Browns were filtering down the Animas to the confluence. The fish were reported milling about, unwilling to risk the muddied waters of the San Juan, easy pickings for a fisherman who knew his business. The excitable young Navajo intern, fresh from his schooling, was about to call Farmington for an ambulance when he discovered the gore didn't belong to the trader after all, but to the unfortunate cow. Cliff, for his part, had suffered only a dislocated shoulder.